Well, I'm at the 98th Pennsylvania Farm Show with Secretary Greig. And Secretary Greig, this is your third farm show, I believe, as Secretary?
I believe so, yes.
So how's it going?
We're having a fantastic fair or farm show. This is, we get the actual farm show weather this year, which has driven the attendance down a little bit. Some of the food people are, they were spoiled last year because we had 585,000 people through here last year. So, but other than that, everything's been going real smooth. Pennsylvania Farm Show is a showcase of Pennsylvania agriculture, and we have just about any kind of agriculture that you would like to see here in Pennsylvania.
You know, you mentioned the weather. I mean, it does have a tradition of weather. I actually went to Florida for a few days over New Year's, and when I tried to come home, my plane didn't leave, and I said I had to get back for the Pennsylvania Farm Show, and right away they said, you know, traditional weather always snows for the farm show, so even know that in Florida. But I think by the end of the week it's supposed to get a little bit warmer, so people will probably start to come out as the week goes on, because it's a wonderful event and no one should ever miss this. But this is like the state fair sort of institution. Like, tell me, what's so important, like across the state, that everybody comes here and we meet here and we do this?
Well, you start off in the fairs. A lot of these people that show animals here start off in the fairs, and the first place winners go on to regional meeting districts, they call them, and then those winners come to the farm show and they compete here. So the competition here is for the top honors of the state. So you get the bragging rights of the state of Pennsylvania when you win here at the farm show. And you know, we have a showcase of agriculture, our heritage, our history is here in Pennsylvania. And Pennsylvania is in the top 10 in so many different areas of agriculture that it's just amazing to me.
So it starts out with the local county fairs, and I know we have the Gratz Fair in Dauphin County, and there's also the Lebanon County Fair, which I attended this year. I know I was at the Gratz Fair with you, so you kind of know what we do here in Dauphin County.
Yes.
And what you said about, you know, people participating in those fairs and coming here for state titles, like I know that my Gratz Fair Queen is here showing market goats. In fact, probably right around now she's selling her goats. So it's really great for the young people to participate at the local level, then, you know, come up to the state level.
And fairs are a big economic driver for Pennsylvania too. They did an economic impact study on the fairs, and it was millions and millions of dollars of tourism money and you know, just economic impact that each or that all the fairs combined put into the Pennsylvania economy. And the farm show is no exception there. It puts approximately $70 to $80 million into the economy of the Harrisburg area just for the 8 days that it is here.
Well, what's the theme this year of the Pennsylvania Farm Show?
Pennsylvania Farms Growing for You. So.
And I think that that's what they do. I attended an event at a local Giant with you this year about bringing local produce into the Giant.
That's correct, and we're very appreciative of Giant. Of course, PA Preferred, you're familiar with that because you were involved in the PA Preferred program, making PA Preferred the permanent branding program of Pennsylvania Ag Products. Well, Giant has agreed to have all of their milk, their liquid milk, come from Pennsylvania, and by doing that, you know, by buying local and doing that, it increases the economies in the local communities and supports the local farms.
And are other stores also putting like local produce in their stores?
A lot of them are local grocery stores are doing that in areas. Pennsylvania has a great fruit and vegetable industry here, and I think that it started out because of our location. You know what they say, location, location, location. Well, we're within an 8-hour drive of like 80% of the population of the United States and about 60% of the population of Canada. So we have the consumers, we have the customers, And I think that market brings out the opportunities for Pennsylvania farmers.
Well, I know I love walking into a store and seeing local produce. I always go there first and look at it. And also we have the farmers markets. And I believe the farmers markets have a program too with, they're trying to, talk about nutrition and get people to buy good produce.
Yes, we have several different programs with those. We have senior nutrition market coupon program where we give $20 coupons to our senior citizens to help them to purchase local fresh fruit and produce.
We have a lot of animals here at the farm show, and people have dogs and cats at home that they take their animals to the veterinarians, and I know that the farmers need a good veterinarian also. So tell me how important, do we have enough veterinarians in Pennsylvania?
Well, there is definitely a shortage for large animal vets. Of course, dogs and cats, I think we have sufficient numbers for dogs and cats and small animals, but large animals, which Pennsylvania is fourth in the nation in dairy production. So that is going to be a problem. In some areas it already is a problem, but we have the University of Pennsylvania, which is the only large animal vet school in Pennsylvania, and so we're happy to have that. And I know that there are scholarship programs to encourage that, and we're encouraging those large animal veterinaries to stay in Pennsylvania.
Well, that's interesting. So we have some high school students watching this. It would be a good profession for them to go in, and they can inquire about a scholarship.
Exactly.
Would they call the Pennsylvania Department of Ag to find about the scholarship?
They can call us, and we can send them in the right direction. I know that Pennsylvania Farm Bureau has it's called Dick Newfer Scholarship Program for large animal vets. It's with the Pennsylvania Farm Bureau.
Well, we definitely need the young people to get interested in agriculture because it is Pennsylvania's #1 industry. So just tell me more about, what we said we're #1 with Pennsylvania being #1 agriculture. Just how does that, I know that you talked on Saturday about produce and fruits. I think that Pennsylvania is in the top 10 across the nation.
Yes, we're #1 in mushrooms, we're #3 in butter, and #4 in dairy production. We're third in apples. So we're in the top 10 and top 5 in a lot of areas. We talked about youth a minute ago. This last 2 days, yesterday and today, was a midwinter convention, FFA convention here. We had 6,000 FFA students here.
Wow.
And the governor spoke to them, and we awarded I think it was 351 Keystone degrees, which the Keystone degree is the top honor that they can receive in Pennsylvania. But I'm very pleased with the number of youth that are involved. We also have a Farm Show Scholarship Program, which we did this morning, and we awarded 25 students with $3,500 scholarships. We raise money here at the Farm Show and throughout the year to provide those scholarships. And last year we spent our $1,000,000th towards scholarships of rural youth, people who have shown at the Farm Show. So that's a very important program, and it's fresh in my mind because this morning we just awarded those scholarships for this year's batch of students.
Well, I know in the past I had students that received those scholarship awards. This year I didn't, so I'll have to encourage my young people to work towards that because it's really a big help when you go to college. I know that you have a farm, and I also know that your wife is here and she's so active. I just see her everywhere in the farm show. Could you just tell me how she supports you as Secretary of Ag and what all she does here at the farm show?
Oh, she's a great lady. She supports me not only here but back on the farm. She's kind of graduated to large equipment now, so she's running some of the large equipment because I don't make it home that much anymore. But she is, in the future, she's actually a certified judge for pageants, beauty pageants, and she is going to judge the State Fair Queen pageant. The night before last, she was here. We had our first ever rabbit hop competition, and she actually won it. She's very competitive, and I told all of her competitors to beware because she is a competitive person. But she has just been there in support for me for everything that I've done in this job, and I can't say enough good about her. Yesterday, I spoke to the Society of Pennsylvania Farm Women, 100th anniversary, and she went with me. So, very good prop yesterday. She's a very good example of a good wife and a good helpmate.
Well, I know I was impressed with her because she remembers me every year, and that's always nice when somebody remembers you. But I just see her around here. But tell me, the rabbit hop, what exactly is the rabbit hop?
Well, they have hurdles for the rabbits to jump over, just like you would in a horse, where the horses jump over. And this was the first one, so it's brand new for me. But we had several different celebrities, in just like the Grape Stomp that you were in last year. And this was a new event, and they timed them and deducted for the bars that got knocked down, just like you would in a horse jumping contest.
And she won. That's terrific.
She won.
And we have one other monumental thing this year at the farm show. It's 60 years for what?
60 years for the milkshake. And I have to tell you that we had an event at the milkshake booth this week already. We have 3 young ladies that are serving milkshakes that have been here for every 60 of the 60
Wow.
years. And one of them was 21 when she started, one was 24, and one was 30. So they are 81, 84, and 90 years old. And they worked every day. They did not work Sunday, but they're here serving milkshakes. And I think that's the only food booth that has not complained about the lack of attendance. So I think that more people probably drink milkshakes, and that's what they come here for than a lot of the other food products.
Well, I know I've been coming here for a long time. I don't know if I've been here all 60 years, but I bet I've had 60 milkshakes in the time I've come. So let's have a toast to the wonderful milkshakes of the Pennsylvania Farm Show.
98th Pennsylvania Farm Show.